Welcome back to KUCLA. Today we're going to be time traveling to the 1800s. Meet Clara Wieck. You might know her as Clara Schumann, beloved wife of Robert Schumann, but did you know that she too was a very talented composer? Unfortunately, she wasn't recognized as a composer back in her day. Robert supported it, even writing, "You complete me as a composer, as I do you. Every thought of yours comes from my soul, just as I have to thank you for all my music." Still, Clara came to believe society's negative notions towards women being more than wives and mothers. In 1839, she wrote in her diary, "I once believed that I had creative talent, but I have given up this idea. A woman must not wish to compose. There never was one able to do it. Am I intended to be the one? It would be arrogant to believe that. That was something with which my father tempted me in former days. But I soon gave up believing this. May Robert always create, that must always make me happy." Despite her self-doubt, she produced 3 romances, Opus 11, that same year. The romances are character pieces, a style of the Romantic period that derived from a non-musical idea or mood. The second movement in G minor is a prime example of the artistic liberty Romantic composers like Clara would take with pre-existing forms, in this case ternary form. As expected, the piece is in ABA form, roughly, with a coda at the end. However, from the start, we hear Clara's break from the mold. For one thing, the melody starts in the left hand. It then moves up through the voices from bass to tenor to alto, and finally to soprano in measure 17. Clara also keeps us on our feet with unpredictable phrase lengths. The first phrase is 6 measures long, but expands to 10 measures when it reaches the alto voice. A soaring major mode B phrase follows, then returns to the original phrase, completing the standard AABA form within the A section. However, an anxious build-up now leads us up to the B section, which Clara accomplishes with a pedal point. The repeated 8th note accompaniment of the B section is also foreshadowed here, ending on the dominant 7th chord of the coming key, B flat major. This section is emotionally driven, perpetuated by the repeated 8th note accompaniment. As the melody rises in pitch, we hear it climax, then dissolve back down to earth. Clara uses rests to her advantage here. Pregnant pauses that sound like trying to hang a glass ornament at the very top of a Christmas tree. Then we return to the A section, but now saturated with thicker, grander chords. Now we fast forward to the coda, where Clara sinks her listeners down to the abyss by drooping the original melody to the lower register of the piano. It seems like she might leave us there, but she takes us by surprise one last time by ending in the major mode. This gives her listeners a breath of relief after such an exciting and unpredictable work. We can only imagine how much more music Clara could have delighted us with had she not doubted herself. We hope you enjoyed this episode of KUCLA. Be sure to tune in next time.